Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I think I finally figured this mother out. I do apologize. Anyway, I think I finally figured it out. I believe so. Might actually be able to see people's comments. I tried to do this twice before and I looked like a fool, not really knowing what I was doing, because I was thinking over here in the chat where it's showing 4 people available right now, that was my chat box. And I'm like, how come I can't see what people are saying? How come I can't see what's going on? There ain't nobody commenting. Well, that would be my fault. I forgot to hit the live video on Facebook. That which makes me wonder how are people seeing, because I could have sworn my wife told me my mother-in-law, Marcia, God bless her soul, was saying that she actually saw my video yesterday morning. I did this one again this morning. I just got done an 1 and 45 minute long video. And I don't know if anybody saw it. Yeah. But you will be able to see it on YouTube, because I'm going to publish that bad boy, because this time it recorded with audio and everything. So you will be able to see that on YouTube if you want to go to YouTube under my Force One Studios. Under Force One Studios, you find me under Force One Studios on YouTube, guys. Okay. If it sounds like I'm rambling, it's because I am tired. I have been up since 10 a.m. yesterday. Yes. And it is 4 a.m. now. So, what I did was, so I can show you what I was doing earlier. I have this wonderful little gizmo I'm streaming through my OBS, so you guys can see that. Hold on a second. Come on, this thing wants to do this to me again. There we go. Try to shrink it up a little bit there. Come on. Stop playing games with me. Stop playing games with me. There we go. I'm putting this up over here. Give me 1 second, and I will show you what I'm talking about. Reason why I'm streaming through OBS and why you're seeing all this wonderful little gizmo stuff all over the screen here is because I am able to switch to doing stuff like this. Boom. Yes. Isn't that awesome? That's great. And I am comment moderation. I have nobody commenting, so there's probably nobody viewing. But that's okay. That's okay. People will get the word out, especially now that I am live streaming and actually live streaming. Yes. Yes. Power to the people. Power to the people. Anyway, this is what I was working on earlier. Okay, and I was inking it. It was so you guys understand what's going on here. I bought Clip Studio paint. Yeah, I bought that a couple months ago, actually, about 2 months ago. Bought it. I did a project for somebody, and the fee was giving me the money to be able to buy this wonderful little program. Before I did this, before I used Clip Studio paint, I was actually before I was using the computer, I was actually using my iPad Air 2. I was using Procreate and my little finger. I also was attempting to use this wonderful little gizmo for a little while. I did a couple drawings with it, but it kept skipping. It's made dot by dot. It doesn't work well with Apple. No. So I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it at all. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and click back. Boom. See, oh, isn't that wonderful? That is a beautiful thing. I can switch to different things. Anyway, yeah, so I switched from my Clip Studio paint. I switched from my iPad, and I wanted to use a tablet. And everybody says, "You gotta go digital. You gotta go digital." And I was using my iPad Air 2. I had bought that used. I was thinking about going with my Apple iPad. My cat's starting to meow because he's hungry and he doesn't realize it's a little too early for this. You hear him in the background. Quiet, Munchkin. Anyway, I had my Apple iPad Air 2. I bought that used several years ago, and I was using that with Procreate, my lifty little finger to draw with. And I had done some illustrations doing that wonderful little fun stuff. Actually, let me go ahead and do this. Go get back out of here and switch you back. And so I can show you guys some of the stuff that I was trying to show in the previous video, but probably missed out on it because, well, I don't know if I was video streaming live or not. Oh, here you go. I did this wonderful piece right here. Squeeze right there. I did that wonderful piece right there on my iPad Air 2. Yep, using Procreate and nothing but my finger. I don't know if you guys like that bad boy. That was from 2019. That was right before I bought my my current tablet, Huion GT195. I was thinking about going with the Wacom, but dang, wow, expensive. And everybody's like, yeah, you're trying to go too big too quick. Tom, slow down. You do not have to have that much machine just starting out. And they were right. So I opted for a slightly lesser version. And I am looking for more work to show you that I have done on my iPad Air 2. Hold on a second. Let's see what else I have in here where I did the work on my iPad Air 2. Illustration, my Procreate. There we go, Procreate sketches. There we go. Let's bring that one up. That was only like my third drawing, I believe, on my Procreate. It was done in 2016. It was my third drawing on Procreate. And I was just learning, as I said, learning how to use the bad boy on that. And that was actually done without the stylus. But it was actually probably my fourth drawing. That was done without the stylus. And I didn't... I can show you this one was done with the stylus. This is my second to my first drawing. I don't even think I kept the first drawing that I did on Procreate because it was horrible. Yeah, it wasn't good. I was learning something new. I'd never worked digital before, and everyone was telling me, you need to start going digital. Start working digital. The only way I'd worked digital before was I was using this wonderful little gizmo on Photoshop. And I would use the pen, click the pen tool, and then hit stroke to create pen strokes, which is very time consuming if y'all have never done that. Very, very time consuming. Yes. I believe this was this was done after the Hawk. That was done after the Hawk. Yep. I believe. Double check that real quick. I can double check the date. Yep. It was done after the Hawk. The Hawk was done in May. This was done in June. And again, I was just learning. Really just learning. And so you guys understand what I mean by learning. Not learning to draw. I was actually learning to use Procreate. And I'm trying to remember. Oh, this was... I'm going to show you another one. So I call the zombie sketch. It's okay. Not that pleased with it, but you can actually, I don't know if I uploaded a video, but it's a video. This is a video. You can see. I don't think I uploaded this on YouTube because I was learning, and it's really not that great of a picture. But you can see what I was doing there. This was with the, no, this was without. No, actually it was a combination. I was trying to go back to using the stylus. It was a combination of the stylus and not using the and my finger. So, yeah, not that great of an illustration. So I'm going to go ahead and click out of that bad boy. I'm not really happy with that one. So you guys know, because I don't want people thinking, nah, man, is that all? Is that the best you can draw? Is that the best you can draw? No, that's not the best I can draw. I did this around the same time. This was the Absorbing Man. Actually, this was before that, I believe. Probably. No, it was about the same time. That was the Incredible Absorbing Man. You guys remember that from Marvel? Actually, it also had on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then also... How about that one? Booyah! Yeah. That is my Captain America. I just started messing around with marker sketches again, trying to do markers. And I went and I pulled out my old, because I didn't have any Copics at the time. I went and pulled out my old Prismacolor markers. I had a 24 set. That's why his skin tone looks so pink, because I was using a combination of pink and this copper, golden copper stuff to make the skin tone, and the pink really overtook the image, especially in the scan. Especially when I went to scan it, and that is a scan. So, oh, here you go. Another image. This was around the same time. Harley Quinn. And you guys can see a lot of this also on my Instagram. You'll find me on Force One Studios under my Instagram, also under Thomas H. Lilly 3 Art. Yep, Thomas H. Lilly 3 Art. You can find me on Instagram that way too. Okay. You also can find my blog, where I talk about my story of my life and how I got where I am and what my plans are for the future. You go to my blog is on not on Blogspot. It used to be on Blogspot, but I got rid of Blogspot because the Blogspot got too spotty. No pun intended. Actually, pun was very much intended on that one. The Blogspot was messing up. Sorry, Google. It was becoming a pain in the butt. So I decided to go and put it on you, because the web builder I was using on my web server account allowed me to go ahead and open up yeah, that allowed me to do a blog, and so I use my website now. It's www.forceonestudios.com. You can find me again on www.forceonestudios.com, and it is a secure server. So, as for those of you who are like, I don't like on anything that's just HTTP colon / don't work for me. Well, you got HTTPS on mine, okay? Make you feel a little bit more secure, a little bit more comfortable. I don't, although I hear my wife was telling me recently she thinks that's just a money grab thing, but who am I? Okay, I did this one. Actually, I'll show you the original. Here we go. I originally did this years ago, and I scanned it in. I gave it to a friend of mine, a good buddy, who was going to ink it and lost it. He lost the thing. So I pulled this scan out because I really liked the image. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could have done better. I mean, that nowadays, but I liked the original, so I wanted to try and redo it, see if I get any. I wanted to ink it myself, so I digitally inked it. Boom! There you go. Almost 20 years later. Because the original illustration, if I recall correctly, that original illustration was from like 1994. Yeah, from 1994, 95, around that time. And I redid this one in 2020. This year, April of this year, April 2nd of 2020. It's a digital. It's when I finished it. And I used Photoshop on that bad mammy jammy. Tell me what you guys think of that, huh? Photoshop. I was using Photoshop on that one, not my Procreate. I'm still learning Procreate, and for the most part, I'll be honest with you, I'm still a little bit learning Photoshop too. There's some stuff I don't know about with Photoshop, with the using my tablet. I know a lot when I'm just using regular Photoshop for adjusting photos and filters and all that stuff. I mean, I'm fairly good at that, but using it with a tablet's different, and I'm learning new things with a tablet. I mean, adjusting to the pen variances and all that fun little stuff on this Huion. And I don't know, maybe one day I don't have enough money from doing projects and I'll graduate to the Wacom Cintiq. I was thinking about originally buying a Wacom Cintiq. I was looking at the HD22 and also the HD24. But I was told, you don't need that much power. You don't need that much when you're just learning how to use digital tablets. So I went ahead and just bought myself this one. This one came up on sale on eBay for $299. Yeah, $299. And I gotta say, I'm pleased with it. It works for me. It's not that bad of a deal. Let's see. Yeah, I did this one recently. I'm going to show you this one. If I recall correctly, I did this one. According to this image, I scanned the image at least in March. I scanned this image in March. This little robin image. And believe it or not, I did that while I was sitting here at my computer table. On my art table. I don't like those ones. Oh, you guys want to see something really cool? This is from way back when. Now, I originally did this one. It's my panel page for a project I started working on with a guy, and if the project fell apart before it even got started. And guys, the guy was calling it Holy Moon Rising. And it was about a nun who became a werewolf. And that was a panel page I did with that. And that was pretty cool. That was fun. I got like 3 pages into it, and the whole deal fell apart. And this was just the one I said, let me go ahead and finish this page. This was a cool page. I liked it. So I went and tapped into it and back into it and did it, and I inked it and everything on inked it everything, scanned the image in, cleaned everything up on Photoshop, and I did all the colors in Photoshop. And I believe that was around 2007, 2006, 2007, 2008. Yeah. This is a piece that I did. See if it's the whole piece. Yep. And I pull that one up. There you go. Green Lantern piece, and I got the date right in on here. 2016. That's a full 11 by 17 piece. And so you guys get an idea of what's going on with me. You'll see some varying shifts in my artwork over time. And the reason why is because I have let my God-given gift slip and fold or slide every once in a while, because I have to take care of my family's needs, which I don't mind. I will admit it's held me back quite a bit, but that is purely my fault, because when I was younger and before I was married, I wasted so much time. That was my downfall. I'd rather hang out with friends and party. Well, not really party, but just go to movies and hanging out in a friend's basement. And this was done, by the way, this was done in 2016. This was 6ix9ine. This is Cyborg. And believe I recall correctly, this was around the time that I started following Elliot Fernandez, the jerkmonger. Yeah. And he's been a figurehead for me in many ways of becoming a better artist. Watching and observing him draw. And you can do so too on Instagram. He is also on Facebook. He is on YouTube, but he doesn't do too many YouTube videos anymore. He does some Twitch stuff here and there, but mostly Instagram videos. You can find him, Jerkmonger. Elliot, actually under Instagram, I believe he changed it from Jerkmonger to Elliot Fernandez _art. This was a piece I did. This was in 2016. This was May of 2016. Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle. And I was doing various versions of him, as you can see. I did a old version of his headshot, or old version in the background there, and then the version that I grew up with in the 80s and the 90s of the Blue Beetle at the top there, and then you got the young version that was when I did this piece. It was the most recent version of the Blue Beetle. It was pretty cool. But it's alright. Every piece is a learning experience. Let's see. There's a Beta Ray Bill I did. Those of you who don't know what Beta Ray Bill is, Beta Ray Bill is the alternate version of Thor from Marvel. You remember seeing Thor on Avengers and so forth, and Marvel's Thor. This is Beta Ray Bill. I was just messing around drawing him, and I decided to go ahead and ink it. And then I went and added it. No, I did not. For some reason, I thought I added in some gray tone, but I did not. On that one, using my Copics markers. I did this before, right around the downfall in 2008, actually 2010. This one is the Wolverine versus the Watcher piece. This is not inked, although I still own the original piece. This is not inked. This is fully penciled. And I did, essentially what happened, so you guys understand, I lost my job. I was a limousine motor coach operator for a private transportation company. I now work for a public transportation company, but I was a limousine motor coach operator for a private transportation company, actually working as a training supervisor, risk assessment manager, but started out as a limousine motor coach. Anyway, and I lost my job because the company went belly up, or actually closed down and reopened up in another location that I couldn't get to. It was too far away, especially for the money they wanted to pay me. Significant pay decrease, because he was trying to restart things and get things on. He's like, if I could afford to pay you guys more, I would, type deal. Didn't work, so I couldn't do that, so I decided, try to see if I could make it in the art industry. So I was trying to draw again and get myself back on par, and this was one of the illustrations that I was doing, and it's all right. I mean, it's a lot of detail in it. Hold on a second, where are you at? Spider-Man versus Doc Ock. Yeah, there we go. Now, I did an alternate version of Dr. Octopus on this drawing. There you go. This one is a Spider-Man drawn around the same time. But this one I finished. I'm trying to see if I can check out the... Nope, I can't. I was trying to see if I can see if I put a date on it. I didn't. But I know it's around the 2010, 2011 era. I was doing the Spider-Man versus Doc Ock, and I wanted to do an alternate version of Dr. Octopus. So I went with that. There you go. Kind of like a mad scientist. And want the arms coming up over his head. And then I went in here and I did this Spider-Man, and a lot of my friends really freaked out over it because of the gray tones, the shadows and stuff that I added in there, and the details in the buildings. And I did this in pieces and segments. I mean, here, I'll show you guys. If you guys are going to have trouble trying to see this, but you see those little blue lines in there? That's the blue line work that I put in on that. Let's see, do I have a lesser one? Oh, here you go. For those of you who might want to take a look at this, there you go. Pow! And that was my original blue line sketch before I did all the penciling and ink work. And this again was done in 2010, 2011. This is my work. My skills have gone up and down and all around, and mostly because I've taken huge gaps and huge breaks in what I do. And I'm trying to stop that now. Make sure that doesn't happen anymore, because I'm almost 50 years old. 48. I'm almost 50, and I want to come out with my own graphic novels I have for the past 30 years. Show you guys this one real quick. This is main character, and I showed this on the previous one, but again, I'm not sure if everybody got a chance to see that because, well, let's be honest, I wasn't sure if that was live streaming or not. This is. And I'm going to try and keep this short. The other one I was drawing. And I will do another live stream drawing. Probably during the day, now that I know exactly what I'm doing. And nobody commenting, so probably nobody's watching. After all, it is 4:30 in the morning. But y'all can, if I recall correctly, the live stream should show up in my feed now. But anyway, this one is my Silver Brute image. So what do you guys think of that bad boy? Silver Brute, Silver Brute. Good old wonderful Silver Brute. And so you guys understand what's going on here with this wonderful character. Silver Brute is a character I designed, believe it or not, the first time I ever drew him was when I was 15 years old, 14, 15. Yep. And go ahead and I'm trying to get this thing to, why won't you move around? Oh, that's not it. Oh, I'm not looking to do that. So anyway, there we go. Just move it like that, right? That way you guys can see it. This is the character. Come on. Great, Marion Joseph. There you go. Silver Brute is a character I designed when I was 16. And I've been writing this story since then. And I'm on 48 now. You do the math. Yeah. So it's time to come out with it, right? And then, but he has a brother. Hold on. Yes, he does. He has a brother. Silver Brute has a brother, and I will show you him now. His brother is no other than, his name is Champa. Actually, I want to show you the red version. That's the purple version. Come on. That's the share. That's the reason why it's the shared. I'm not looking for the import. Photos. We're going into photos. I'm sorry it's taking me so long, guys. I'm looking for this photo for you, so you can guys see what the. I probably should have just showed you the purple version. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and show you the purple version. Boom, There you go. The older brother of Silverbrute. That's the older brother of Silverbrute. Yep. His name is Temple. The book will be either the first or second book of the series. It's going to be a 12-part series. It's 3 parts per brother, and there's 3 brothers. The character you saw in the first part of the video that I was doing, Percy's. His actual name is Jackson. Jaxon. I'll pull it back up again. Go ahead and pull this out over here. There you go. There's Jackson right there. That's Jackson. That's just a headshot of him. I've been working out the details and how I want him to look. But he is, but the first book he's going to appear in is actually going to be called Percy's Project, or Project Percy. In the second book, he's going to appear, the second book of his storyline is going to be, I'm calling that Lord of Destruction. Named after, rightly after the Percy, the Titan god of destruction. That's the reason why he was called Percy's. And then the next book after that he'll be just called Jackson. The book will be called Jackson. That'll be the 9th book in the series. If I follow the same logic or the same pattern I am currently that I'm working on right now. I have this big, huge encyclopedia thing that I've been putting together. So every time I come up with an idea, I jot it down in my little encyclopedia for the series. Now, I'm not going to name the series because I don't want to give out too much information. But, wrong one. There we go. Boom. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, I don't want to give up way too much. So, what, I will tell you guys what the story, tell you about the story later. Okay. Anyway, this been 34 minutes of this nonsense. Me showing you my artwork. I have a lot more I can show you guys, but I don't want to bore you guys to death. I know you guys would prefer to see me draw. That's what most people like to do when I'm just sitting on a trolley shuttle and I'm actually working. A lot of people like to see me draw, and they like watching me do the work. So my next live stream will be out of me actually doing the work. Alright, anyway, I'd like to thank you all for coming along on this wonderful adventure. I will see you guys later. Y'all have a nice night now. Bye-bye.